So even if your eyes are open, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right?
Some people can do meditation even with their eyes open, completely.
Right.
Even music and dance is also a form of doing meditation. If you can get yourself completely in music or in dance.
Hi Ekta, welcome back.
Hi Sanjana, thank you for calling me on the show.
Of course, yeah. You and I always want to talk to you whenever I see you.
Thank you so much.
So, I know you've been practicing meditation for some years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to learn from you, what are the techniques that you use for meditation? And like, what are the techniques you can tell us that, maybe if I want to learn it, what is the different techniques I can learn?
Yeah. So there are many techniques that you can follow. The few which I like to do is one. So there is one technique which is where you chant something.
Okay.
So you are chanting continuously, and then you are into that chanting mode. So that is one way of doing it.
Okay.
Other way is you are chanting, but you are chanting so that nobody can hear you. But
Okay.
still your tongue is moving.
Okay.
So that's another way of doing meditation. So third way is you are chanting, but it's in your mind. Like you're chanting, and then the chant is continuously going in your mind.
Okay.
So that's totally like you're
Like quiet,
quiet, yeah, totally quiet, and then so that's one way of doing it. Another way is breath work.
Okay.
So actually breath work is also a very powerful form of meditation, I would say. It's when you just totally completely are aware of your breath, and you're just even deep inhalation and exhalation for 15-20 minutes can bring you in a very calm meditative state. So breath is because breath brings you back to yourself,
Okay.
So it's even the breath work there are many breath work techniques.
Okay.
But if you're not aware of anything, so just deep inhalation and exhalation, and you just know that your breath moving up and going down.
Okay.
That is also a very helpful way of doing meditation. So sometimes if I don't have time, or I'm in the middle of something and I feel that I'm in a car, so I do the breathwork meditation.
Okay.
Or just sitting quiet without talking, and focusing on my breath. It helps.
Okay. All right.
And there are another ways are guided meditations.
Okay.
So guided meditation, depending on if you like, some people like guided meditation, some people don't like it. But guided meditations can be like visual guided meditation, where you can visualize something, and then get into that state. Or guided meditation would be, do this breath first, or concentrate or focus on this part,
focus on your heart, or focus on
your center, eyebrow center.
Yeah.
So that meditation also helps many people. So these are some of the techniques that I use.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, like, some people put music on, right? Music is also guided.
Yeah.
It's also guided.
Yeah, the sound frequency, the sound meditation, sound bowl also, or like sometimes on the YouTube I do follow certain sound bowl meditation. You just sit and then you listen to the sound bowl meditation.
Okay.
That is a very good way of doing meditation. Whichever meditation you like, just you have to figure out which ones you like. Or you can even do, sometimes sound meditation, sometimes guided, or japs, or the chanting.
Yeah.
So any meditation, yeah.
So basically, what I'm learning from you is that there are different techniques, and it's possible, like, some people, different techniques work for different people, right?
Yeah.
And there's no right or wrong.
No.
This could be like some people respond better to guided meditation.
Yeah.
Some people might do mantra meditation where they're, or jap you call
Yes,
it, right?
yeah.
Like you say like a om or some mantra
Yeah,
that
some mantras.
calms you down and
Yeah.
you focusing.
Yeah.
But all different techniques, but the ultimate goal is to
It's
the same,
It
right?
is the same. Yeah. Once you understand, once you start doing meditations, it's just that what you feel like doing today. Otherwise, it's exactly the end goal is same.
End goal is
Yeah,
exactly the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
And then did you notice that you reached the same you arrived at the same goal with any of the techniques? Was it the similar?
That's a very good question. Initially, no. Initially, it used to take time. I mean, I used to like certain meditation, and that would be my favorite one. So I would enjoy those more. Those more, and like you said, that goal. But now, yeah, any meditation I do, for me, it's the same. It's just that I want to try different ones.
Okay.
Sometimes time is a constraint, so depending on what time. Sometimes my mind is traveling too much. I want to chant and I want to sit down and just chant for 15-20 minutes. So it all depends.
That helps also.
And it's the same. I get the same result for everything.
So I have this very burning question. Like when you start, and I also been trying it for a while. But the mind is all over the place once you start doing it, and maybe after a few months it quietens down. But did the same thing happen to you? Was it all like going in different directions and you're trying to?
Yeah, still the same.
Okay.
Sometimes my meditation, even for 1.5 hours, it is so much chatter goes on because like you are busy with your day-to-day life. And certain things are going in your mind, and morning I'm sitting in my meditation and suddenly I remember, oh, I have to do this for my son or this for my daughter or this, and then eventually sometimes it takes half an hour, 45 minutes, sometimes suddenly it goes away.
Okay.
It goes away. It takes time, and sometimes within 5 minutes it goes away.
So but the more you do it, the better it is. Do you think like how to train your mind now because you've been doing it for
the more you do it, the better it is, definitely. But the chattering of mind, I personally, it goes on.
Okay.
So, but then you know how to deal with it. You still can go into meditation with that chatter, and it slows down. It slows down. Eventually, it slows down, and I don't realize when did it just went away. So it takes time, but your mind is working. It's a full-time machine, right?
Yeah.
It will always work. You cannot just ask your heart to stop for some time. Same way you cannot ask your mind to stop for some time.
Yeah.
So we cannot fight.
I think I really like that, because so do not get discouraged if your mind is all over the place in the beginning, or even you've been doing it for so it's not a discouraging thing that my mind is too chatty, I can't. So it's okay, but then stay with it, keep doing it.
Even if you're even if I'm sitting in a meditation and aware of my surroundings, what's going on, that is also fine completely. It's also fine. It doesn't mean that you become unconscious when you go to meditation. Not at all. You don't have to go unconscious. You are aware. You will be aware of the surroundings.
What about, can you also like walk and meditate, or do you have to be still?
No. So when I went for a 7-day meditation retreat, there were walking meditations we did. It was as powerful as sitting down. So like I said, it is not always that you sit and then you go unconscious. You can. So the goal of walking meditation was that in your surroundings you should be in the meditative state 24 hours. Because you are walking, you know that you are walking. You don't want to stumble upon something and fall down, right? So you are aware of your people around you. When you are walking, you are aware of the path, everything. You can see the sun, you can see the grass, everything.
But you're not talking, right?
You are not talking. You are still listening. You are listening to the meditation. And that's a guided meditation. I did that, and I felt wonderful after the meditation. I mean, literally, I was in I was in tears. The meditation was so beautiful.
Okay, so it is possible. That's another technique, like
That's another
walk and but
technique,
stay aware of the surroundings, because you should be safe
Yeah.
wherever you are.
Yeah.
But it's possible to meditate, being walking and be aware of the surroundings.
Yeah.
But you can still be in the moment, right?
In
Is
the
that
moment.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Okay.
even when you are sitting, don't just beat yourself that, oh, you can listen to other person talking.
Oh.
It's fine. That's how it is. You are just connecting with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that you can go unconscious of the world.
So even if your eyes are open, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right?
Some people can do meditation even with their eyes open, completely.
Okay, because
yeah.
like for walking, definitely.
Yeah.
But even for sitting, you can do that.
Yeah.
too. Okay.
You can do your meditations eyes open. I did try that. It is a bit distracting, but once you master that, actually it's very easy for you to sit anywhere and then do the meditation. Then you are not bothered by your surroundings. Surroundings will always be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will be aware of it, but you will not be bothered by it.
Okay. That's because then you are. But you cannot be working and meditating, right? That's for sure. Like you have to, or that's okay too.
The whole goal of meditation is actually you should be in that state 24 hours even when you are working. So what's the idea behind it? The idea is that you are connected to yourself, right? You're connected to the source that you can do all the time. But what happens is we get drawn into the realistic world when we get drawn into so many different stress, negative thoughts that pulls us back from there. So if you are in that state and you can be in that state for every day 24 hours and still connected to the world, I mean, I think it's the best way you can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's something interesting and very like you can still lead your normal life and still be in a meditative state if you want to.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you may have to do a little bit of practices, obviously, but then obviously we are still learning. We're still, learning how to do things the best way, the right way.
Yeah.
But there are different techniques, and what you are saying is that you've been practicing for some time, and then it's like you basically are connecting to your inner self.
Yes.
Right? That's the whole goal is to be in the moment, stay connected,
right?
Don't lose that connection, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that is good. That is already kind of is relaxing me thinking.
Yeah, I feel that it should not be a big buzzword. It's nothing. It's a simple lifestyle. That's all. I mean, I'm not doing something very great. It's something that everybody should be doing in their own way.
Yeah.
Even if you're not meditating, and if you are connected to yourself, you're still meditating. You don't even know.
Yeah.
You're still spiritual, and you don't even know that. It's just that.
Music helps also. Like sometimes some people it relaxes them, and even work. Some people work a lot, and it's. But staying connected and not getting completely overwhelmed. I think probably, right? It's overwhelmed with whatever you're doing. Right?
Even music and dance is also a form of doing meditation. If you can get yourself completely in music or in dance, they are all that one different kind of meditation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, now I feel happy that probably it's always like, okay, I always wonder sometimes this is something that I need to do, but I feel like it could be done with the regularity of your life
exactly
too, right?
And then you might be doing it. I mean, you might be doing in your own way, like you are like you sing,
different.
Right? You are so connected to music. Maybe that's your way of connecting with yourself. So that's your way of doing meditation. So you might be doing it, everybody might be doing it in your own way. You don't have to just make it a thing that it's hard for me.
And if someone wants to do the process, that's also okay.
Exactly.
But if you want to do like a walk, meditate, that's also okay.
Yeah.
You can, but I think deep breaths and that you said breath work is as it is good for the body.
Oh, it is
right?
very good for the
Yeah.
body. Yes.
It heals you. You're
Yeah.
taking more oxygen in,
Yeah.
and you're aware
Yeah.
of your breath. So that's
Right.
good, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, all those are advantages, and it's like a work in progress, right?
It's
We're
like a
all
work. So one thing I can say is, so if you want to go into the meditation, you want to learn, you want to sit and then do meditation, maybe start with the breath work. Start with a deep calming breath work for few minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and then
Okay.
go into your meditation.
Okay.
It's easier that way
Okay.
because that centers you, and then you can do the meditation if you want. I mean, try that. It
Try that.
helps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Ekta,
Sanjana, so
I'm so
much.
glad you talked about this. It's really important now with the craziness of life these days, to know how to calm yourself,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
and I'm so glad. Thanks so much for
Thank
joining
you.
me.
Thank you so much.
If you wanna talk about anything at all, then you know who to call. Just tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Just tell Sanjana.